Hello YouTube friends and welcome. Today I have for you a budget offering by Magnum. So it is Boker, the well-known German knife maker, and the Magnum is the Chinese value line. And today we were talking about the Boker Magnum Volunteer FD. The part number of the knife is 01LL489. Comes in a presentation tin box, standard warranty papers, a little bag of silica gel, and the foam cutout for the protection of the knife while in transport. So, given that this is a value budget line from Boker, the price on these knives is what I would understand at a lower price point. The MSRP of the knife is $26.95, so you should get it cheaper than that. Okay, so let's talk about the knife itself. So the Volunteer FD is a smaller version of the popular Fire Chief, which is a line for rescue and fire department professionals. As you can see, it has an integrated belt or rope cutter with two blades. I try to zoom in to better show it to you. And I did try it out on paracord and it cuts without problems. So sometimes when you have your belt cutter on the knives, it can be not a dedicated belt cutter but an extension of the blade and a cutout in the handle, and sometimes they don't work, so this one works. Also, as a knife intended for rescue professionals or personnel, I would like to say it has a glass breaker. It has a pocket clip, a steel pocket clip, just a classic, let's say fairly standard basic fold over bend pocket clip. The knife is a manual, so there is no spring, so it is either actuated with the flipper or manually with the thumb stud. It has a really nice smooth action, rides on Teflon washers, so there should be no problems even if some little bit dirt would get in. You will probably never see on a rescue knife a ball bearing system, just because of the nature of the system and the carry environment of the knife, because when dust, sand or any kind of particles would go inside a ball bearing pure system, it could have implications on the opening mechanism and on the smoothness overall. So therefore, a good option to have only Teflon washers. If they would use bronze, it would be probably a little bit sturdier, but not so smooth like this. It's really nicely smooth. So on the one side we have the Magnum brand logo by Boker, and on the other side we have the blade specification. So it is a 440A, which is probably a standard and decent steel at this price point. Yes, they could go with a D2, a Chinese D2, but Boker has a well-known track record of using 440 steels, and they are fairly good edge retention versus corrosion resistance. Even that would not much make any difference on this knife, because as you can see here, the blade has a nice Teflon coating, so only the edge is exposed. But I would apply some kind of corrosion inhibitor on the blade just to be sure. Okay, so about the specifications, so we have a overall length of 1.25 inches or 20.6 centimeters. The blade is 3.25 inches or 8.25 centimeters. The handle is 4.75 inches or 12 centimeters, and the thickness of the handle is 0.49 inches or 1.24 centimeters. The handle is made out of aluminum. The coloring is grayish green and black, and the weight of the knife is 5 ounces or 143 grams. It is a liner lock, you can see here. And it's made in China, like I mentioned before. So if you're looking on a, let's say, toolbox or maybe a backup knife for your car or your tackle box, then this one will be a good option out there. And of course you will not pay a huge amount for it, so if you forgot and maybe lose it, then it will not cost you so much, and you can easily replace it. Also, of course, if you want, you can go with the larger version, which is the Boker Magnum Fire Chief. And let's see a little bit of size comparisons. So I have here the well-known and loved Endura Spyderco, which is obviously a larger knife, then a Delica 4, which is a smaller knife, the Griptilian. The large Griptilian is almost at the same size, but given that this knife has a glass breaker and it's a little bit more extended, then the Griptilian is a little bit longer. And also for comparison, here is the small grip, so just that you have can compare them side by side. Okay, so this was the Boker Magnum Volunteer FD. The FD stands probably for fire department. If you have any questions, leave comments down below. And as always, have a nice day. Bye.